And when you have young influencers like, Austin Holloman, who's gaining
Mhm.
impact and he's being promoted by some of these other larger channels, you have influencers like them who are literally talking to guys and saying, look, you don't have to put up with this, you don't have to put up with this modern woman mentality. You don't have to put up with this horrible dating. Just don't even engage anymore. Go abroad, go to Latin America, go to Dominican Republic, go to Asia, go to Africa, go wherever and find women who are naturally going to be submissive and don't even waste the time. So his prediction was that you're going to see more of a cultural shift, and as these men go abroad to find wives and come back, that is going to start to create tension between women who are already here doing their modern woman thing, thoughting it up, and then men who have gone abroad and brought in their foreign wives and who are essentially building a family with their strong culture, and that creating a bit of a just a whole new scenario. So that was his prediction. I thought it was quite interesting. um but yeah, I don't know if you have any thoughts
I can
for
see that
that.
happening. I can see that happening. I don't see a problem with that. A woman is a woman. If you go abroad and you find a woman that loves you and is kind to you and takes care of you, you should. And you want to bring her back to the States for whatever reason. I don't know if that would be the ideal thing because influence is real. You bring her back, it could change her, it could alter her. I don't know. I hope not. But as long as a woman is in her role and she wants to be your wife, I think that's an absolute good thing. And if the women here in the West don't want to do that, you can't make them do it. But guess what? They always come, well, not always and not all, but lots of times they get to a place, a age where they realize, hell, I just missed out. I missed it. I was wrong. I messed up. Now what? Now there will be some men that will accept that apology because those women, if mindsets have changed and there's been some
Mhm.
trauma coaching and some counseling for that, they may make decent wives, but it won't be a lot of them. So that's going to be something that they're going to have to look forward to too, because you can't. I don't know how long we can operate out of our role and be okay. I just think it just alters everything about a woman to carry the burden of everything or the load of everything. It's not who we're supposed to be.
So, do you mind expounding upon that? You're saying how much we can operate in our role and be okay. What do you mean when you say that? What role are you referring to?
Outside of our role, meaning as a woman, as a wife, as a lady, we're not supposed to be, we're not the logical and the emotional. We can only really carry the emotional. We need that balance from the men to give us the logical to actually function. Now, of course, we adjust and we do things that we have to do, but it wears on us. We're not the same people. We don't make the same decisions. We become very masculine. We try to fight men. We don't raise our children. We have to give children balance. And if we don't have the balance to give them, then what happens? So that means our children are coming up dysfunctional. That
Hmm.
means that we're operating dysfunctional. And it's just a lot. I know for a fact it causes some form of depression.
Oh
You
yeah,
may
I think so.
Yeah, because when you're by yourself, you sit there and you realize, you know what, this is too much. And then what? So that's what I mean.
Yeah, it's not uncommon to see. It's not uncommon to see these videos. I've seen a few where it's like women, whether it's hitting the wall or post wall or whatever, and kind of having this come to Jesus moment, for lack of a better term, where they're just like, "Crap, what have I done, and what am I doing?" And you said something interesting earlier, where it's like there's not going to be a lot of there may not be a huge option of marriageable women out here in America. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's what you alluded to.
There won't be because they're gonna have adjusted to being both men and woman throughout their maritable years, or it all depends, I guess, on if a man wants a child. Like I said, there will be men that accept some of these women who have changed their mindsets and found themselves on the wrong side of life. It will be. Not everybody. There will be women getting married in their 40s and 50s. It will be. But there are going to be a lot of women that will be alone. And that causes depression for a woman because we're supposed to be covered. We're supposed to be protected, and without that, it exposes us to so much stuff that we're not supposed to endure. Even going to the grocery store looks different. Even picking up the crate, or what do you call that, the pallet of water, is different. All these things play on your body, your mental. So all that's going to happen if we can't smarten up really, really quick. And not only
If
that, all these things that are out there in place now, those different pop stars or rap stars or whatever that they're following and telling them, you can be a boss chick, you can do this, you can do that. All of them have gotten married.
right, that part,
And they're
literally
somewhere
that part.
cooking dinner. They're somewhere cooking dinner and having babies for their husbands. And then
Yes.
they're still out here wondering where I'm still living this way. And all the random sex, all the reckless random sex. I don't think women understand spiritually that is a very bad thing to do
Oh, but
spiritually.
it's horrible.
It works on your psyche.